Hi guys, and welcome to Adaptation, the ultimate vlog for film adaptations and the original material they're based on. I'm Jennifer Dick, and I do feel like I have to open with an apology this time. You see, a couple months ago we covered the best performances by child actors in one of our vlogs. And then weeks passed, and we released other vlogs, and long story short, we kinda dropped the ball on covering the opposite side of that question. So here we are with our choices for worst performances by child actors in adaptations. And of course, first up, let's get this over with, shall we? The Last Airbender. Now, all of our hosts agree that nearly every actor in this film deserves a spot on a worst performances list somewhere. But technically, only two fit this particular category. Nicola Peltz, who played Katara, and Noah Ringer, who was Ong, were both under 18 at the time of this film's release, which means they're the ones who make our list here for their terrible acting. Aren't they so lucky? Our hosts all agree that the child acting done in Chamber of Secrets was a particularly low point for the Harry Potter series, particularly with regards to Bonnie Wright and Daniel Radcliffe. For Bonnie Wright, her performance in Chamber of Secrets is pretty darn stiff and kind of painful to watch. Still, I do think we can kind of excuse it simply because this was her first step in acting. We don't really count her one line in Sorcerer's Stone. But poor Daniel Radcliffe has absolutely no excuse. We found his acting better in the first film than the second film, especially when dealing with the CGI, which, considering the movies that he's in, pretty darn important. He was awkward and just plain wooden. And speaking of wooden, we had the exact same complaint when it came to Jonathan Lipnicki in the film Stuart Little. Now, don't get me wrong, he was a darn cute kid, but appearances are not everything, and let's just say his acting in this film was not his strong point. And finally, the last child actor on our list is Jake Long, who played young Anakin Skywalker in Star Wars Episode 1: The Phantom Menace. At the risk of being brutally honest here, Jake Long's performance in this movie is so cringeworthy that it negates any cuteness factor that he might have had. I'd even go so far to say it's neck and neck between him and Jar Jar Binks as to who was the most annoying character in this film. Ooh, burn! And I think we will leave it there for the moment, but of course that does not limit you. Tell us if you want to add anyone else to this list and why. Feel free to contact us on any of our social media sites or on our podcast on iTunes, and don't forget we do have another vlog coming out in just another couple of weeks. But as always, and until then, oh Last Airbender, how we hate you. Let me count the ways.